WrestleMania, where anything is possible. Welcome to this podcast where we talk about the dumbest things we can think of, like WrestleMania. Back in my days, WrestleMania never been the way it used to be. Best WrestleMania in my eyes, it was WrestleMania 17. 17 was just blessed. And then he didn't hold on, so don't have those looks because he went on to greatness after that. It was 18, and then the God tier, 19. You can hate me on that one if you want. But as a New Yorker, 20 was just nice. It was just mwah. One more time. Mwah.
The fact that you
Legendary
started
matches.
that the second I hit the timer went down, I was like, did you know you were doing that when I hit the timer? Or
Yes,
is
I
it just
saw. I,
coincidental?
I saw the thing go off. I
Oh,
said,
perfection.
We're not even a
Perfection.
minute in and already bad take saying, 20. Like, listen,
I'm a
The
New Yorker,
Miz did
automatic.
not headline that WrestleMania and beat John Cena, so that's not the best WrestleMania ever.
But did you have? Hold on. Two
That was
great
aggressive.
people. Two great people win the title in the same night. Can't say the other person's name because we're not trying to get in trouble.
No, we can't say that name.
But just the only thing you would know is that's it. Okay, okay. So don't talk. Even though he was my favorite, let's make that clear. That triple threat was amazing.
It
Also,
was all right.
we
It
also
wasn't, it
did
wasn't The Miz beating John Cena, though,
trash,
at WrestleMania.
trash, bad
Just
taste.
our introductions. If you would recognize that voice, returning guest and Cody Rhodes Simp, K20 Customs, Patchmaker Extraordinaire. And you,
Adrenaline in the soul, something, Cody Rose.
it's close enough. That's basically the song.
Spot on.
And then first time guest, who will be a returning guest, Helmet Maker Extraordinaire. YouTube channel is great if you like Super Sentai, anything Toku, to watch a lot of homemade top quality helmets. We have Stickasaurus here.
Hello, hello.
Oh my god, throw panties at him. Oh my god. Stegosaurus.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
I would introduce K20's YouTube channel, but he still hasn't started it yet.
Oh my god.
Been
He's a
Lazy.
trying.
loser.
Been
Lazy.
trying. And
I thought about
trying.
it, and then I didn't have no video ideas, and then the video I wanted to, YouTube somehow don't upload 18-minute videos, so I gotta figure out how to cut that video down.
Wait, you can't upload. You've had your channel long enough. You should be able to upload.
They trash.
Nah, it's weird. All right. So every year, for those of you who don't know, I do WrestleMania previews. Sometimes I'll have a friend out. Sometimes it'll be just me, just predictions, going over the matches. I don't do a lot of wrestling content, depending on the match cards. If I'm hyped, WrestleMania every year I will do. Sometimes I'll do SummerSlam. A lot of people hated my last SummerSlam one because it was my unenthusiastic SummerSlam preview because the SummerSlam was lackluster. And not this past one, the one before that, because we had Cody. That's different.
Yeah, Cody was there. He saved.
Yeah.
He saved
He saved it.
sport entertainment. Okay.
Yeah. Just couldn't save AEW though. So we're just gonna go over the matches.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't. I don't hate AEW.
Just sounds like a hater right there.
No.
AEW is so much better. It's so much better.
Let's not have this
match
argument.
quality, yes, but you keep. I go for the entertainment. I've watched wrestling long enough. I've been to so many indie shows. I like AEW. I like AEW from the standpoint of we're getting some top quality matches. Just certain things I don't like. It gives me WCW Attitude Era vibes with everyone bleeding all the time.
So
It loses impact when someone, it loses its impact after all if it's happening constantly.
You can have that one. You can have that one. It gets a little excessive. Moxley likes to just blade himself every second he has a chance. He wakes up in the morning, just blades.
There's been some really uncomfortable botches and concussions and headshots that I've seen there that, as someone who has had multiple concussions, make me very uncomfortable to constantly see all the time. And I'm just like, oh, it's like, no, protect yourself a little bit.
Because it's like at the moment things that happen. Like they practice all these stuff, but most of them, it's like really at the moment those things happen, and it's sad to see, yes,
Yeah.
but they're not like WWE when they can't do those things.
That's true.
Where they were like, look, we can't touch that move, but I know how to do it. Nah, we can't do that here. But
I'm just saying, if they all wrestled like The Miz and had great promo skills like MJF, no one would ever be injured, and it would be one of the best companies out there. I'm a Miz mark, by the way, in case anyone doesn't know.
I could tell, and
I would never thought that.
No,
I
hated him at first because I met him when he was first got brought onto SmackDown. He was kind of a dick, and then a few other times I met him, I was like, he's a cool guy. I like him. Sadly, he's not on the match card. Sadly, he's
Miz
not having
is
a
like
match.
the vanilla ice cream of wrestlers, though. He's good.
He's just
Yeah.
there.
Reliable.
He's good
Yeah.
on the
When
mic.
they run out of mint chocolate chip or pistachio, guess what's always in stock? Vanilla.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know.
I don't
And you
want
could add
ice
other
cream after
toppings
that.
to it to make it better. You could add some Maurice on the vanilla ice cream. Delicious ice cream. There we go. That sounded bad. I'm gonna have to cut that one out. But I'm not gonna.
I think we should just talk about night one. I don't
Yeah.
want to hear this.
Night one. I don't know
thing.
if this is in chronological order besides the main event. How are we feeling about United States champion Austin Theory versus John Cena?
I mean, I don't know. Theory kind of grew on me. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a big match for him. I mean, Vince been pushing him, or he was. You know, I don't know what it is anymore, but that's a. I mean, if you think a U.S. champion, you think John Cena. He's the only one I ever remember.
Wow.
Other than Rusev.
I was like really thinking really quick. I was like, who else? And I was like, oh yeah, like Miz, Daniel Bryan. But at first, no, really,
Seth that held the title for
but
long
John Cena's
and
like
combined it with the U.S.
Well, it's because John Cena had the cool spinner one though. That's why. And he peed on the Undertaker's grave, so. But
I can't think of any other U.S. champion.
Yeah, no, really. Yeah, but I mean, he is synonymous with that more than the 16 times he's won the main titles, just because he did the Open Challenge. He elevated that title a lot. But in this instance, I don't see a situation where John Cena having that title does anything for that title.
Oh yeah, there's no way he's winning. I mean, Theory's winning. It's his. He's getting put over. I mean, there's no other way for it.
Is this sad that I go both ways? Now listen to both my things, because you just said something that I was like, oh man, you didn't think this through then. Where John Cena do get it. Let's just say that's my like John Cena gets it.
Okay.
He can push it to the next person. Now that Open Challenge on that Monday will be one of the biggest Open Challenge of all time. You can actually use it to introduce a new person that's just signed, Jay White, or yeah, I'm pushing that. I'm saying that still because he still didn't sign nowhere yet, and I'm thinking he's coming here. Would I be happy about it? No, but it's not bad to go to WWE. You already conquered other places already. But besides that one, now Austin Theory winning helps him go into the same lane as John Cena, where John Cena was the prototype when he came, and that's what Austin Theory is right now, the prototype. That's the whole gimmick he is right now. The thing of being the prototype, going into who he's going to become, and that's where he's like, he's going to get a main title. Well, that's not just the United States. I think he touched the Intercontinental before. No, right? He haven't touched Intercontinental yet, right?
Was there? No, he's two-time U.S. champion.
Yeah, so that's the next one for him before he goes for
youngest U.S. champion too, I believe. Now.
Also, yeah. So I think I'm going to go Theory in this one only because he needs that push of being the prototype, because he has to actually delete the old prototype.
So you're going literal with the nickname proto. You're going like literal and figuratively. Yeah, he's got to delete. Okay,
he got to delete the original prototype.
Well, also from the standpoint of he lost a Money in Bank briefcase. everything else, like this would be another setback. At least with the whole heel turn, him going for the US title, like even more heel, like ruthless, was great. They have him lose to Cena now. I don't honestly think like, and everyone says, "Oh, but it's Cena at Mania." It's like kind of like the Undertaker. No, it's different when you lose to the Undertaker at Mania. Like that's different than an upstart kid losing to John Cena after like this is for pushing him forward. And I actually like him as a heel. I hated Austin Theory in NXT. I think this is this will be a big win for him and continue because as long as those main titles are combined, we need to elevate the two mid card titles.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
Also,
problem with them being combined. I mean, you got
also,
to give some gravity to the other belts.
yeah. Also, he has a great beard.
He
A
does.
heel with a
yeah.
great beard.
Dude,
I can see future with this man.
as someone who's turning heel, and that's why I'm
Yeah,
growing
you
the beard
see,
out.
that's why I'm
Yeah,
trying to
no,
grow it out.
this is my. I call this the theory. That's
Yeah.
yeah. And yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's it. If it's the first match because it's listed on one, that's gonna be a great match to kick off WrestleMania. Also,
To be honest, yeah, yeah, that'll
the
be a
second
good.
match, not so much.
I hope they. I'll be
uh,
honest. I hope they start with this one. Get this one out of the way.
No, I would not want it. Like, I'd give it the
Because
second or like a palate cleanser in the middle. Because as content creators and people who make merch, we have Logan Paul versus Seth freaking Rollins, which I like how that's actually literally a part of his name now. It's not Seth Rollins anymore.
yeah,
He changed his middle name to Franklin. Uh, I don't know what you guys think of Logan Paul. He's impressed me in WWE. I've never consumed any of his content before. Like, I'm way older than his target demographic. When he got popular, I was like, I don't understand. But like from a WWE standpoint, I've been very impressed, and I've seen interviews and backstage stuff of how respectful he is to the business and the wrestler. Like, there, he does like he's putting in work in this, and he impressed me with that Roman match. So I probably want Rollins to win anyways because it's Seth Rollins. But what do you guys think of this matchup?
it's sad that I want Logan to win only because it's the like Seth been here so many times, and then I feel like always, Seth don't need a title to be the main thing. Let's throw that part out. Seth don't need it, and I think this match might. That's why I want it to be first because I want them to set the bar high. Set the bar too high because, like you said, Logan been every match he's been in just been so great. Like, listen, and it's not like the match itself, but him performing makes it great. It's just like, wait, you making other people look bad. You
I
making
got some.
people that's been doing this for decades look
I
bad.
got hate for saying something similar. I was like, the only person I've ever seen come into the company, like wrestling in general, and pick up on it so naturally. And I'm not comparing their in-ring style or how great they are as wrestlers, just from a picking like a fast learning standpoint, was Kurt Angle. And everyone thought I was comparing Logan Paul to Kurt Angle. I was like, listen, no, that's not he won a
No,
gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
with a broken
Okay,
freaking neck. Plus,
he
per angle.
carried TNA. Okay, that's my guy right there. But from a picking it up like from first match, like you see on screen, like he's getting better.
Yeah,
I mean, he's getting one-on-one sessions with the GOAT Shawn Michaels,
true.
and he's getting more comfortable being on the mic in front of people, which is getting a little bit better because it was really bad at first. But I'm always type is like, hey, as long as you got some basic mic skills, you can grow on that. But like, you got to be fine tuned in the ring. You don't want to
I,
injure yourself or someone else.
I think it's always you have one and don't have the other. Something like always,
Unless you're the Miz
like I said,
or
something
MJF.
something
That's
bounces off, bounces off. Like he Miz have matches when he's not that great. Let's make that clear.
Oh, I know.
And I'm like, but his mic skills is amazing. And I'm not gonna say he's a bad wrestler. It's just that there's certain times where it's like, okay, Miz,
Yeah. He's
all
basically a
right.
creative wrestler when you haven't unlocked all the moves yet with VC in the game.
Oh my god, throw you away.
I mean,
Oh my.
I wanted to hate Logan when he came in. Like I really did. I hate when they have celebrities come in and do stuff like that. But he had that match with the Miz, I think,
Yeah.
and it was phenomenal. Like it was way better than it should have been.
It was, and it caught me off guard because this is only his outside of the Royal Rumble itself. I think this is only like his fourth match because he had the tag team match at Mania last year, then versus The Miz, then Roman Reigns, and now Seth Rollins. And
I mean, he's solid. I mean, it's entertaining, and that's what I'm here for. It's fine. I mean, I don't like him, but I'll watch
So
it.
we agree with Logan Paul?
No, I want Seth to win, honestly.
Okay. All right. So just to be on the show, just to add something to the video, you should put like stripes on who we pick.
I'm good. I have like that's why I'm recording this early, because I'm going to try my hardest between tonight, Thursday, and early Friday morning, adding in a lot of stuff. Like I'll get everything lined up tonight in my software. Then I'm gonna be adding stuff in, like the background over everything and some image. Yeah, don't worry. We keep a track because I'm gonna follow up on everyone's choices of who they picked.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Logan for this one because Logan needs. I think Logan gets more of a push with this. Like he doesn't need it, but I feel like because Seth don't need it. To be honest, Seth, because Seth
Logan's on a losing. Or well, he's only lost one match out of his 3 because he won the tag match.
Miz beat him.
I thought he beat the Miz 1-on-1.
No, did Miz beat him?
I don't fucking know.
I think he cheated.
I thought he beat the Miz, didn't he?
Nah, I'm pretty sure he did because I don't know. Now I gotta look it up. Continue to.
I mean, I'm gonna say Logan's gonna win. I mean, it's like everyone said, Seth doesn't need it, and a win over Seth is, you know.
So how it looks right now, all our picks are like, yo, they need it more. That's what it looks right now. All our picks are they need it more.
He beat the Miz, by the way, so he's 2-1. I mean, not that those matches count, but like towards like they don't keep track of wins lost. It's not AEW.
You know, no good company. Good companies only do that, so they can help pick who's going to go for a title shot, not just give it to anybody. You know,
okay, not something WWE knows.
Yeah. But we got the bathroom break next match.
Oh, I
don't have this in front of me, so
okay. So it's a 6-woman tag match. We have Trish Stratus, and then the tag team champions Lita and Becky Lynch versus Damage Control, which is Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky.
Io Shirai.
I know.
Io Shirai. I don't care what that paper says. I'm looking at it. You will say Io Shirai.
I don't care about this match. Like everyone's losing their trick. Lita and them are back, and I get it. Like that's great, but it's like bring back Sasha. Like I'm so mad because like the whole tag title things now is like that asterisk. Like no, like Naomi and Sasha never lost them, so you're not the real champion. But now with everything going on with the indie stuff, there's no like. I was hoping we were gonna get that CM Punk thing when he left with the title and John Cena won. That it's like no, I'm the real champion. I was like, oh, have real tag team show up and then go for the titles as the cops drive by.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to this. I'm a huge Becky mark, so maybe that's why. And her teaming with Lita's fun. I mean, it's just getting everyone who should have a WWE WrestleMania match on the card, and I'm fine with that. I like Damage Control. I like Bayley. You know,
they're good. It's just I've never been a fan of 6-person tags, man or female. I just don't like the 3v3 style.
That whole dance they have to create with all 6 people. It's a little longer than a one-on-one thing or a two or a regular tag team. Like that dance is really different. But I'm definitely going with Damage Control.
I don't know. It's the Hall of Famers with Becky. Like I feel like that's gonna be because if Seth and Austin Theory win, that's 2 heels winning. They need the feel good midway through the pay-per-view like thing. So the feel good moment is Lita and Trish and Becky all embracing and celebrating in the middle of the ring. I think that's probably going to be
it's
Trish
definitely Becky and Lita, 100%, and Trish, I guess, but yeah, you're right. 6-ways are hard to pace correctly, especially not knocking on WWE, but with a slower style, it's even more drawn out.
There's gonna be a lot of resting holds.
Love me a good old resting hold.
Yeah. I was gonna say, speaking of slow, but after Monday, seeing how fast he can move, Brock Lesnar versus Omos, because Brock was, I don't think I've seen him hit the ropes and run that fast in a ring since like 2003.
Well, there's Brock caring, and then there's Brock not caring.
Yeah.
When he cares,
Yeah.
he actually moves. You know.
Yeah, I don't.
I love Face Brock. Face Brock is one of the best Brocks that ever existed. Okay, I need this Brock to stay. If he goes back to being heel Brock, just end it. Just retire,
No.
Brock. Just like I think this is the only Brock. Brock is actually here. This is the other Brock, like the Brock we got a long time ago. That was a different Brock. That was just him just clocking in. This is just like I'm just here to have fun. Y'all don't really need me, but I'm just here.
They're paying him a lot of money to have fun. Let's
Yeah.
let's be. It's a lot of
Oh,
fun
yeah,
when you
100%.
don't have to do much and you get a lot of money. That's fun. That's the dream. But I'm
It's a
getting
dream.
like 2001 to 2002 like SmackDown Brock vibes from this. When he was working with like Eddie and Kurt, I was like, this is entertaining Brock, because a lot of people don't realize he didn't have Heyman all the time as his mouthpiece and his advocate. Like he, for the longest time, was always by himself out there. And but I don't know who's gonna win because I don't care about the match though. That's the weird thing, because it seems very last minute, even though it's been up for like 3 weeks.
Now, there's no way Omos is going to win clean. So, I mean, maybe Omos wins, but something happens.
Damn, it goes back to what I said. Who needs it the most? Omos need this.
Omos just needs pushed out.
He needs to push right
Omos
now.
has potential because there's no other real giants in the company
that gets pushed. Let's put that. You gotta add all that. That gets really pushed. Last time a push from a big guy was Braun Strowman, and how we end up with that. They fired him. He got Brawlick. They was like, oh, he's great. Let's bring him back.
Then nothing. Like, we'll put him with being random people and Ricochet because he made a tweet. And but I think if like Sticks had it, Omos wins, but not clean. And my dream is still the Hurt Business comes back, so we get like Shelton Benjamin involved, because I want Shelton Benjamin versus Brock so bad. Ever since that Royal Rumble 2+ years ago, I'm like, can we have Shelton Benjamin and Brock, please? Like that story tells itself. Roommates in college, both collegiate wrestlers, like both came through OVW together. It's like that sells itself, and they've never had that. And let's face it, Shelton Benjamin's a beast now. He's even bigger than he was when he in like 20 years ago when he came in.
And it's crazy. He wants that fight too, and I'm like, give it, because the fact that like Brock and him was best friends. They still best friends, and they wrestle and then you can get an actual match with them because they know each other already.
They're it's like a clinic on for everybody. They're gonna be like, here's how you guys wrestle 101. It's like, damn.
Yeah, you need a credible threat for Brock Lesnar. Like, you need someone
he
can make look legitimate. Like,
but they got to put Shelton on TV to do that and give him some wins and let him, build up a bit. But his biggest feud right now is with Mia Yim, and I'm all for that because that is the greatest. So I guess I will go Omos for.
I'll go MVP.
Hey, he's the winner because he doesn't have to wrestle any matches, and he's cashing checks. So
he's still gonna get suplexed. For some reason, I feel it. He's still gonna get suplexed.
Oh, he's gonna an F5 for sure.
I'll take Omos myself.
Yeah.
All right, and then
question: will we be mad if Brock win?
No.
All right, cool. Just making
sure. I'm gonna be mad if this match is longer than 10 minutes.
Fact. I could care less.
How many suplex?
For who? Omos or Brock? Who's suplexing who? Because I think Brock is, when Brock hits the one German suplex, the crowd's gonna erupt. Because when you think about it, he hasn't really put any hands on Omos at all the last 3 weeks.
Can Omos even take a suplex like that? Like, he's too big.
I don't know if the ring can. If anyone's gonna be able to do it, it's gonna be Brock. Like, I feel like the only 3 people I think that could like probably deadlift, well, 4 people: John Cena, Brock, Braun Strowman, and Mark Henry. Those are the only 4 people I think could probably deadlift Omos.
You think I'm crazy? I'm gonna add a 5th one on that one,
and
nobody's gonna. Everybody's gonna be like, what? Chad can lift.
He can, but you gotta do the height difference. You got it. Like, he'd be trying to German suplex him from his shin.
Yeah.
No, dude,
Anything is
Chad
possible when
Gable's
your
a
name is
beast.
Chad.
Okay, that guy,
Okay,
like
yo, Chad, you can do anything.
when
Okay,
he was tossing around Viking Raiders and all his and freaking, even I think he suplexed Braun Strowman too. I was like, okay, you know what, like
deadlift him from the
this is
ground, pick them
yeah,
up.
I know. I was like, this is Angle 2.0, and they're not
They're
like
not pushing.
like yeah, no.
Is
I
he
don't
still
think
with Otis or whatever?
yeah, but Otis is
No,
slowly
say his name
joining
right.
Maximum
Say his
Male
name right.
Models or whatever.
It's Otis. Otis.
Dojovic, Doja, whatever. He's growing the beard back, so you know we're like a couple weeks away from a oh yeah and more of how he used to be. Yeah. So I'm not sure why these are both listed back to back as the last two matches of night one. I feel like something's wrong with this. Bianca Belair as our Raw Women's Champion versus Asuka.
I'm not answering that one. You already know who to answer that one. I'm not even gonna answer that one.
It's Asuka.
Thank you.
It is honestly, it's about time too, because like she was kind of, she was off TV for so long, and you know, injury, then getting a tooth fix, all this other stuff, and I like the hints of her Japanese wrestling days with the changing the face paint, doing the Muda mist, and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And as much as I enjoy Bianca Belair's matches, I feel like I'm always been more of a fan of the promos and the stories than the actual matches themselves, and I get a lot of hate for that. But Bianca needs a shift in character.
Yeah, that's fair. She's been doing the same shtick for.
Yeah,
I
I honestly, the
her?
parallels of her EST to like Sasha being the boss, it's like
Neck
except
to
she's
neck.
a face, and I'm always like, you got to change that eventually. Like, you get an EST, that's marketable, that's great, but your promos are always the same. Every feud is always the same, and I'm just like, I need a change there. And plus, Asuka honestly deserves a WrestleMania moment. She deserves.
That's the big thing to me.
Yeah.
She needs. Asuka's getting older, and she needs.
Yeah.
Now's like feels like the best time to pull the trigger on her. You know.
Yeah, give her like a good run. She needs like an NXT level run where she was just dominating.
Cause nobody mess with Asuka.
Yeah.
I can see her getting the title, and I think it works for Asuka to have the title after all this. And let's make it clear, Belair is literally about to walk into WrestleMania having it since last WrestleMania.
Yep. Just yeah,
so
because she didn't lose
she
it.
needs to get rid of that title. She needs to get rid of, like, to hold the title since WrestleMania. You literally did a whole WWE year. You did a WWE year. That's a whole WWE year. It's time to get rid of that. Get rid of that title. And I'm cool with it too. I'm cool with her, like what she did. Hold that title for that long. She's also the longest black champion for the women's. So
Yeah. So she.
rest of her.
I like Bianca. Like I have no
Yeah.
problem with her. You know,
No,
just
definitely.
Yeah.
No, I think
It's just what I was
let's
saying.
try
Where it's
Hill.
like, that's what I'm saying.
Let's see how she'll be as a heel.
have her get like blacklisted or something and turn evil or something. I don't know.
The mist like goes to sleep, so we're scared. Like, what's in that? It's like, don't worry about it. Next, you know, she's like, no, because then we're gonna go the whole. That's towing the line to the whole Alexa Bliss stuff from a WrestleMania or two ago, and we don't talk about that. And
Yeah, or like House of Black. They did it with
true.
What's her name? Yeah.
Yeah, why am I blanking on it right now?
I know who you're talking about.
Julia Hart.
The reason why I don't like House of Black is because Buddy Murphy is such a great talent. He should be a main champion in a company, and he's not. Because that man could work.
There's a lot of people that should have been champions.
But
that's not.
Okay, look, speaking of people who shouldn't be champion, I'll do a segue here. Charlotte Flair is a SmackDown Women's Champion versus Rhea Ripley.
Bay is definitely winning that title. She don't know who I am, but still, Bay need to get that title. Mama needs to have that title. If I'm correct, this is her first time getting SmackDown. All right.
Yeah, she went for Raw when she challenged.
For Raw for last time, and that's when she lost.
Yeah.
So she'll finally have every title, women wise, by getting this one.
Yeah, but she didn't win Raw.
She had it before. She didn't win it with her against Charlotte.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot she
Charlotte.
won the title. Listen, Rhea Ripley, mommy. She's good. I like her, but I don't know. I just don't want to see a matchup with Charlotte Flair again. I get the storytelling of everything else, but it's like I don't know. I don't like Charlotte Flair that much. Like, I mean,
It's because they don't develop the other people that's already back there. Think about it. Think about it. Right after she wins this title, whenever she wins it, um, who's going for the title next? Who's going for the title next? Who? They're gonna go to Backlash and what? You're gonna give Charlotte that rematch? We don't know who's gonna win
hear
from
me
there.
out. Hear me out. Even though I want Asuka to win, what if Bianca Belair wins and we get champion versus champion? Because let's face it, Bianca and Rhea, they had that Royal Rumble thing going on with the whole feet hovering. Like they have
Oh yeah,
history. I would
yeah.
like them that to be revisited. There's so many seeds planted over the last year alone, or a little bit over a year, that like never either fully panned out to anything or this that. Like there's a lot of people who like if Rhea wins, honestly, have Raquel Rodriguez go against her. They'll
The
they'll
best
probably
friends playing each
there
other,
yeah.
fighting each other. Yeah,
You know,
I can see that.
I would love to see Shotzi come back. Ray Ripley has a lot of history with a lot of people. Shotzi, you could even Shayna Baszler, like maybe
Only I was
Chelsea Green.
only if you're gonna put my girl in this, we're gonna have to give her back NXT version. I need a murderer.
Oh,
I
Shayna Baszler needs like
I need an
that.
actual murderer
She was
because
so
I don't
good
know
in
what
NXT.
happened after she got back to went to the main roster. It was just like, yeah,
It's a funny thing. I hated Shayna
she's here.
Baszler until I saw her talking about Warhammer, and I'm like, my favorite. My favorite. Oh, she talked about Warhammer. I was like, please talk about more because like I watch all the up, down, down stuff
Yeah,
more than I actually
you never
watch
saw her
regular
outfit.
wrestling.
You never saw her outfit.
No, I've seen all her outfits I did, but I didn't know how deep. Like some people be like, oh, this will be cool for pop
Her
culture and
Royal
get people
Rumble
into
outfit.
it. No, like she's. I was like, oh, you talk about Warhammer, instant fan for life. Just like
Warhammer.
Oscar talk about Sanrio stuff. I was like, all right, you know what, like sold.
I need somebody to random at WWE. You know, Common Rider. Come out with an outfit with Blade outfit.
Or come out with a blade outfit. It's also why
God.
like a spade and everything. That's why I'm like, yeah, Shayna Baszler. I was like, you don't know this, but I was like, I dig your style. But so that's so what do you think, Sick? What do you think about this Rhea Ripley Charlotte situation? I don't even know what to call it.
I'm gonna say Rhea wins. I hope. I'm sick of Charlotte. I was sick of her when she won the 12th time, let alone
She like
this
18 times
current
or
run. I don't
something.
even know what she's on anymore, right? 15 something. I don't know.
Who she
I,
taking
I
from?
liked Charlotte for a little bit, and then like her feud with Becky was the epitome, and then I just never cared after that.
Still mad we'll never get the 4 horsewomen like fatal 4-way at a Mania.
I mean, never say never.
Yeah, could happen.
We just need Papa H.
I'm
We just
actually
need
looking up
Papa
how many
H.
times she's won the freaking title.
Look,
I
we
thought it
just
was
need
less than Flair won
14
that.
times.
Yeah.
look. If Papa H just go talk to AEW, we'll be okay. Like,
Well, Sasha's with New Japan and they have a
Yeah,
good
she's
relationship.
NWGP.
They let them have Carl Anderson for a bit.
he had
Ugh.
not really
No one
off
wants
that
Carl
one.
Anderson.
He
That's the
already
problem.
had the title. He already had the title, and that match was already going to happen. So
Yeah.
he had to do it. It was no like. But now one, I
They
will.
could have blocked him though from doing it. They actually gonna strip him of the title, and he had to. Their podcast they do the Talking Shop. They always like just basically shoot and say stuff they're not supposed to. He's like, yeah, no, like they were gonna strip me of the title. Then I was like, no, I'll get out there. Let me see what I can do. So yeah, that's night 1. I find it odd that they haven't listed both women's titles back to back. I don't think that's gonna be the case though. That would be real. I don't know how I feel about that.
Have a
Yeah.
whole woman night, kind of a
It's
woman
basically
night.
half the show, and it wouldn't really be split. Like I would put honestly, Bianca and Asuka at the beginning of night 2, first match.
Yeah, you can throw over there. You can throw the Fatal 4-Way women's
Yeah, that's on night 2.
WrestleMania showcase over there.
That could have been on
One.
the pre-show. That could have been SmackDown instead of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale being SmackDown on SmackDown. That's why I'm not even talking about that, because that's annoying that that's not on the pay-per-view anymore.
Yeah, that was always a fun highlight.
Yeah,
now it's just
and they use it too. I remember, when Cesaro like freaking picked up Big Show, like it had good moments, and that was a good like nice little thing for everyone to like show off and get everyone their Mania moments and like their spots in. But instead of starting WrestleMania, that night 2 is apparently going to start with Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental title, or as I like to call the secondary main title of WWE.
And you put it on the right
pretty
person
much what it
to
is.
do that.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, let's be honest with it. They gave it to the right person to say something like that.
It's intimidating.
That man's holding it. That man's holding that title up.
Is it bad? I want to get one chop from Gunther, just one. I just want to know. I just want to know what it's like.
One and done. You're out.
Like,
you won't come back.
I know.
Look,
Shave
if
your
you
chest
do
in.
that, you can also fight grandfather, aka grandpa. All right. I'm gonna send you to Japan. You're gonna fight grandpa. If you want to take a slap from, you're gonna slap.
No. I will get no chops from anyone who has wrestled or done anything in New Japan, or any or any of the other ones. Gate, any of them. Nope. No one over there is chopping me at all. Ever.
You want to take a VA trigger?
I'm sensitive. I have sensitive skin. Like, and I'm
you
emotionally unstable to handle something like that.
And you want to take a slap from Gunther? Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's different. Like,
no, it's not. No,
it
it's
is.
not. He folded Keith Lee. Are you sure?
Yeah, he folded him so bad he shaved his head and went to AEW.
And I'm not even talking about what he was in.
He's in witness protection. He's not even the same man anymore.
Right. You mean a guy that folded?
I joke Keith Lee's going through it. Such a nice guy.
Adam Cole. You mean that guy? That man just fold people. That's not a person you want to get slapped by.
So this is a tough match for me to pick, because on the one hand, I want Gunther to go to like the next step, which is the main titles, but he's made this IC title, like I said, feel like a main title. And then there's Sheamus, who could finally complete his Infinity Gauntlet of WWE titles. And then there's Drew McIntyre, who I like, but until they give him a NXT Brooklyn 2 style entrance with the bagpipes and the drum line, I do not care about any pay-per-view he shows up on, because that Brooklyn entrance was my favorite entrance of any superstar ever. But like, I kind of want Sheamus to win. I feel like he's been with the company for so long. Like, give him that like feather in his cap, that like that finally give him that IC title, and then have Butch beat him for it.
I mean, I'm fine with Sheamus getting it, but I just want him to do something with it after, like Gunther's been doing. Don't want it to go back down to just a mid-card title.
Yeah, that's a tough thing too when you have a title like seem this important and so many people have been chasing after it, and like the matches and the bangers have been put on for it. Then like, what do you like? How do you handle after that? Like, because that's a sticky
what was
situation.
holding up is gone, so you gotta make it work.
I think Sheamus could do it too. I think the only one I'd be wary of is Drew, because I don't.
Drew's better with the main title going. For some reason,
he usually has people carry the feuds for him too. Yeah. Like, he's not the guy who's gonna you can carry the whole feud with, whereas Gunther has Imperium with there that you can have, and Sheamus has his, what are they, Brawling Brutes? Are they? I don't even know.
Yeah, Brawling Brute. And
Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne's about to come back.
I know.
Thank you. That name is finally going back. Thank you.
Oh, is he getting his old name back?
That's the rumor, because he's got his wrestling gear back and everything else. So that's been the rumor for like a couple weeks now, is he's going back to Pete Dunne.
Oh, thank God.
Papa H is doing his job. He's doing the heaven job.
Pete's done with
He's been trying to do that for a while. That was the main one he was trying to do.
Yeah. So, who do you want to win? K20? Who's your pick?
Gunther.
You want him to keep the title longer?
Yeah, he's been doing more with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're kind of right with the Sheamus one. Like, let's get this man his finally could say he had all the titles. But it goes back to what Stick said, where does it go from there after that?
Exactly.
Like after he get it to like all the people that went for the title got murdered by Gunther already. So it's like Gunther's about to get that title shot again, and he's just gonna take it. Like one on one, you think about 1-on-1 versus Sheamus, Gunther winning that.
I mean, that's a coin toss 1-on-1 because let's face it, like those matches were so good. Like, I don't rewatch a lot of matches from like that have happened in the last couple of years. I've rewatched that first one from that class at the castle, I think it was. Like, I've rewatched that a couple times because that match, that was like match of the year to me.
It was way better than it should have been.
Like, yeah, on paper you'd be like, oh, this is gonna be all right. Like, and then it's just like
they be in the back. Don't go too hard, guys. We still got the main event. Oh, you said go for a 5-star match? Okay.
Yeah. They're like, go out there. We're gonna give you like 15 minutes, 12 minutes, maybe. It's like, all right, we'll do some. Then it's like, wow. Speaking of wow, this is the one of the non-title match out of all both nights. I'm really excited for Edge and the Demon Finn Balor in the classic Hell in a Cell match.
Thank you.
It's not that new.
Fuck that red shit.
Fuck that
red shit. Oh God, that red stuff is
awesome. It's the worst looking. Like, I don't wish people to lose their job, but whoever came up with the red cell needs to be fired.
I think that's the same person that made the Elimination Chamber PG.
Oh my God, the Disney Elimination Chamber.
I think it's the same person.
I don't even see the pain in their face anymore, and it makes me upset. Like even the chains around it look
like if
plastic.
I could pop my head out of the chain and pop it back in, I don't want it.
No,
I don't want it.
No. Like
they put mats where they used to throw the bodies at.
I know.
I was like, you put
what?
mats there?
I was like, why are you making it safe? There's like now that you put mats on it, I'm definitely gonna try this at home. Like, you guys aren't living up to your warning in the beginning. You're making it too easy to try it at home because it's safe.
Like, it's funny because that whole thing is like, yo, how y'all describe it as one of the dangerous cells of all time for it to be padded up? Like, what is this?
Yeah, I've got worse paper cuts. This I don't know who I want to win because like this whole Judgment Day Finn Balor stuff has been boring. Like as a unit, but like differently. Like Dominic and Rhea has been very entertaining, especially everything they're doing with Ray and then Charlotte, and then everything with like Finn Balor and Edge has been very entertaining. Then like Damian Priest is kind of just like there because he's tall.
He's just there.
He's tall and he gives them fashion advice because they'll dress like Damian Priest because that's his aesthetics, not theirs normally. But I don't know who I want to win this just because I'm like, man, I want to see Finn just like succeed, you know? And then the last time we got Demon Finn, it was awkward against Roman, and like I need like a redemption for that. It's one of those things where it's like Demon Finn Balor peaked in NXT, and I'm like, we haven't got a good main roster version of the Demon. But then we got Edge, who this is like the farewell tour, and I'm just like, it's Hell in a Cell, and he can bring out the best of anybody in a Hell in a Cell match, but it's like someone I think deserves a big WrestleMania moment versus like a fan favorite that I'm like, oh man, it's Edge. Like, damn, Edge.
See, I like Edge. I have no problem with Edge. I was glad he came back. It was awesome, even though they missed him, like hitting his first spear and all that in that Royal Rumble. But
oh my God,
after that terrible Second Life Demon Finn against Roman, it just killed it for me. Like, it was awesome in NXT, 100%. But like, I don't know, like you can't convince me it's cool anymore on the main roster.
No.
Yeah, it's true. You can't. With somebody that was undefeated, at every NXT. Let's make that at every takeover. This man was undefeated. He didn't lose the title. He gave it up. Let's make that clear. He didn't lose the title. He gave it up. I don't care what y'all talk about. Joe didn't do nothing. We don't talk.
Hey, whoa! We don't talk negative about Samoa Joe, okay? Because
we don't talk about that. Joe didn't do nothing. Joe wasn't there. Joe beat up regular Finn.
Listen, I don't even know where Joe is right now. Like literally from like a geotagging, I will not know. That man will just appear like Candyman and just wreck you. I do not speak anything ill of Samoa Joe because he will physically hurt you and he will just emotionally hurt you on the mic. He is so underrated on the mic ever since that SmackDown scene when he said that line to Jeff Hardy and broke freaking Randy Orton's out of character. I was like, he's such a good talker.
Oh, yeah. Wendy.
He's just like Jeff Hardy goes. He's like, it's treated like an AA meeting, and keep quiet when I'm sharing. And I'm like, no.
They had so good.
The man is already stabbed.
Yeah,
you stab him more.
Yeah, but we don't talk about Samoa Joe. And yes, the NXT counts. Okay, we don't take away the man's accomplishments. You will acknowledge Samoa Joe. You're going to be acknowledging a lot of Samoan-related wrestlers in this podcast episode.
Look, I love Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is a different beast, same animal.
Yeah,
it's like that clear. But yeah, I'm going with Finn. Definitely, if it is the demon, like actual demon, Finn Balor, like they let him be free with this one, and also Edge knows how to perform and he knows how to bring out the best of people that he performs with. You can go down a list of any person that he wrestled, he made them either better or they made him better. So Finn needs somebody like this. And then with being demon, it's just 10 times better to see how the performance goes with this one. The entrance of demon in this style of him being part of Judgment. Also, I want to see how that works because this would be our first time seeing demon with Judgment style colors, kinda like it's not. I don't know if they're gonna go with the black and red. Is he gonna go purple and red this time with it, or is he gonna stick with the normal color scheme?
I think this is a start of Judgment Day not being a thing anymore. Honestly,
is that a bad thing? It
seems like it is. No, it's not a bad thing. The experiment is over because that's what it was. But when you think about it, this is a really long feud. When you really think about when Judgment Day actually started with Edge leading it to now, this is so. I think I honestly want to go with Finn Balor. I want the demon to win. I want Finn to be back on that upward swing of things, even if they don't put him in main title. That's someone who we could put in the IC title situation.
Yeah,
like that's something I could see happening because he's long overdue. I think. Him being in a faction that. Yeah. Honestly, I think they should pull the trigger. Put him with AJ. Put him with the Good Brothers. Like, stop teasing that. They're all there. They're all under contract. Just like make it happen already. Because AJ's not even on the freaking card.
Oh yeah, man. Damn. Wait, hold. Damn.
Yeah. They have an uninjured AJ Styles.
Because he has nobody to really feud with. Like, who is he feuding with? Like, he's randomly pop up and help.
I would have made it a fatal 4-way. Put him with Sheamus and Drew McIntyre and Gunther. Put AJ in there. It'll be phenomenal. Like you could put him in any match. Yeah, see, you could literally put him in any matches, and like he is that versus like that's he could work with anybody on the roster and make them look good.
Speaking of that, who really would be nice to see AJ fight because how good AJ is? Logan Paul.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'd watch that.
And the story speaks for itself. Logan didn't have to go through the indies and these other companies for almost 20 years. He got signed and was already in the big spotlight already. Boom, done. Go. Like, sells itself. And you got to know
why
AJ.
Are we giving him money? Yeah. Why are we giving him money like this?
No. But that's the thing is, like, you look at this thing, it's like, how do you not have AJ? How do you not have the Good Brothers who they were so adamant to sign and take from New Japan and TNA and the possible AEW to get them in, and they're doing nothing.
I mean, that's okay.
They just showed up on TV for the first time this year. Was like this Monday. I know. Apparently, you don't like the Good Brothers. I get it. They're not for everybody. Okay, they're not
for anyone.
Why do you not like the Good Brothers? Like, it's because of his Asian wife.
Is it?
I think it's his Asian wife. I think it's
that's it exactly. How did you know?
It's like because everybody hates an Asian wife,
I did not say anything. I am just a silent observer. So going around really quick, Demon Finn Balor,
Demon.
K20's Demon. Steve?
I'll go with Finn. Sure. He's
Yeah.
been stagnant for so long. He needs something.
That's the thing that sucks. You got all these good like when you have two people that are really good and you're just like, the match is gonna be like, who do you want to win? Like it's like you gotta flip a coin.
Yeah.
Question: do we care about this match?
Oh, I was about to say now a match where everybody loses, regardless of who wins. We have
care
a
about any of these
four-way women's tag team match with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya and Shotzi, which that pairing makes no freaking sense. Versus Ronda and Shayna Baszler, which should be like the dominant tag team in all the women because they're both like machines. And then Chelsea Green, Cardona versus Sonya Deville. I added the last name. She's not good. Well, I said we need Zack Ryder back really bad. I'm tired of the broski not being. I'm tired of the broski not being back.
I forgot that his wife right there.
I just want to be broski of the week again. He needs to acknowledge me.
Just because I do have a shirt for both of these two people, these great people, and you can hate me if you want. I'm going with Ronda. I have both shirts for both of them. I'm going with those two.
That's the smart choice. It's a women's WrestleMania showcase. Not even a number one contendership. Not even nothing. It's just a showcase. And I'm like, that is the most bullshit, like disrespectful way to title the match. Women's showcase.
I think whoever wins this should automatically get the title. I mean, a women's title match.
Oh, 100%. Would you imagine Ronda and Shayna versus freaking Becky and Lita?
Yeah, this match
should
be automatic.
I need to take a nap every once in a while. That's fair.
Yeah. Shayna's good on the mic. Like they need to let her be on the mic more. They need to stop letting Ronda cut promos.
And if she's she's good on the mic. She can actually wrestle. She should be like the face of that tag team. Like let her be the face of that team, and then Ronda's just the muscle. I was gonna just go.
I'm gonna hurt you. So it's like all right.
I was gonna say she's the solo of this. Yeah. The enforcer.
Solo has no match either. That upsets me.
He don't need to be there. What? He's not ready.
He's a streets champion.
He's not ready.
Listen, just
he's not ready.
I'm putting an asterisk next to his loss. It doesn't matter. It doesn't count. That was literally just a momentum match for Cody.
Damn so. He wasn't ready.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Ronda, and Shayna. But I really don't care about this match. I'm gonna watch it, but like not intently. I'm gonna like have it loud enough where I could hear it from the bathroom while I'm in the kitchen making snacks.
This is still also break time also, but we understand we still gotta go, oh, that match is done. So we have to still look at it. Like you still have to look at it.
These orders, yeah. And also, by the way, all these aren't listed as night 2. They're nights to be determined. Because if these were in order, there's so many tag matches. Like it's obnoxious.
Yeah, that's why I'm like substitute.
Yeah. But so even though you don't care, who do you want to win Stick?
Give me Liv's team.
Oh, and Raquel. I mean, Liv does need a WrestleMania win. I don't think she's ever won at WrestleMania. And
no,
she likes horror movies, so like I'm a fan because she likes Child's Play and Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'm like two really good franchises. So I judge my wrestlers based on their personal preference of movies and video games more than their actual in-ring abilities or mic skills.
As one does.
So I like the Hurricane. He has a Green Lantern tattoo. I got a Green Lantern tattoo. We should be best friends.
I actually met him and got stuff signed by him. I also held the title, and I never regret that. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I met him a few times. I was like, hey, I got your tattoo on my back. I was like, we're Green Lantern buddies. But yeah, no. Now it's only right because it's 2023. Everyone, we have equal representation. Now we have the men's WrestleMania showcase fatal 4-way tag team match, which is honestly after Raw and SmackDown last week, especially Raw, seeing them on the ring, like there's really good chemistry between everybody. So we got Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders, which I forgot were actually still around, with their manager or person Valhalla. I forgot she's back. Yeah, I forgot she changed her name.
Oh yeah, she is.
I met her. She's really nice.
She's really nice.
She also signed my Switch.
That's right. I forgot you got like wrestlers on your Switch, and I was like,
It was the only thing I
I know.
had, and she was the first person I met, and I was like, it's on my Switch. Okay, leave me alone. Don't attack me.
This is a tough one for me because, like, I want just logistics speaking, I would like the Viking Raiders to win because they're a tag team. They're
There.
big, meaty men, as Big E would say.
Mm.
But only because I really want the Street Profits to break up so I could get a Montez Ford single run because that man is a beast.
For what?
And
Just
Montez
for him to go
Ford,
mid?
no, listen. You saw what he was facing Roman and all them. Like he needs to go mid card first, but you know he's a main eventer. Like give him 2 years to cook. He could be main eventing a WrestleMania. He is.
My thing is like
checks
we
all
don't
the
have to
points.
break them up to end up him going mid, and I
We
get
do.
tired of that. Like, don't break them up.
Well,
because they're good together.
yeah, they're good together, but then it's going to be one of those situations where they're going to be thrown in tag team matches.
Yeah, New Day.
And Angelo Dawkins is very good in the ring, but Montez is like, he's got the charisma, he's got the mic skills, he's got the athletic, he's got the triple threat of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Angelo Dawkins is really good too. But as long as they're a tag team, because let's face it, New Day was a unit. They weren't brought in as a tag team when they were all first put together.
Yeah,
Street Profits were, so they're already going to be synonymous with the tag team. Look at main event Uso. While Jimmy was injured, Jay was carrying SmackDown.
True.
Just like our tribal chief.
I don't know about that.
Listen.
But the Viking Warriors, I'm going by that name. The Viking Warriors is definitely will need it more in my head. So let's go with them.
See,
also, I want
really
Chad Gable to go solo.
Profits. I really do. Like, I saw him at a house show before I knew him. Like, I went to an NXT house show, and I was like, these guys are awesome. And then they finally watched them. I've always liked them a lot since. But I always do like the Viking Raiders. I do like big meaty men. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
2 men.
Plus, also, I really want Chad Gable to go solo too, because I want Chad. Like he needs that man's been relegated to tag teams for so long, and then when he wasn't in a tag team, he was Shorty G. I remember that crap. Like that man is he is so over right now that man, can you imagine him and Sheamus in a match? Even though he's smaller than Sheamus, I bet you he could toss Sheamus around.
He'll toss Sheamus.
Because on Sheamus's Celtic Warrior workout YouTube channel, where he has other superstars show their workouts and he tries them, dude, Gable's freaking workout regimen. Sheamus was just like, this is a lot, and he's over there just like deadlifting, squatting, and I'm like, oh, I was like, yeah, that's why he's like, he really needs a push. Otis is very entertaining and also a wrestler as well. Like they have so many naturally and collegiate wrestlers on the roster right now. It's so weird to not have any of that actually showcased. Because
that's 100% true.
Give me Gable and Benjamin. Give me Gable and Brock. Give me people too. One of the with a great college record, Dolph Ziggler, even. Which people forget. People forget he had like an undefeated college wrestling streak. Like he's too busy putting everyone else over for his whole entire career.
He could take a spear.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Braun Breaker. That's just don't even understand that guy. But this is K20's us. It's gonna be his second favorite match of WrestleMania. Yeah. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, they're twins in case you didn't know, versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
They're twins also, if you didn't know.
Yeah, no, they're Canadian. They're Canadian twins.
Canadian twins.
I can see it.
This is for the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship, which is weird. They're booking this as the Undisputed Tag Team Championship when they've had the last pay-per-view. I think they almost split the titles. They had just one brand that were on. So I don't understand what's going on with.
They only fought for I think that title was like the Raw title.
Yeah,
and it was but they're undefeated. Undisputed.
Yeah.
Only for certain pay-per-views.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I was like, man, we could have split. Like one of my fantasy bookings I had, I talked about a month or so right after Royal Rumble was, man, with Sami Zayn going up against Roman. I was like, have Sammy win, and then Roman's like, no, you only beat me for the WWE title or the Universal title. One of the, like, you didn't beat me for both. We didn't say it was for the undisputed title. That way there you could have Cody and Roman, and then you could have Jay versus Sammy for one of the closeouts. So Jay finally gets his like respectful shot at the title with no shenanigans. But because I don't understand, like, they're gonna have to split the titles at some point because this is getting ridiculous between the tag titles and the main title.
I was hoping they was gonna do double duty for both of them, everybody in the bloodline, and just like hurt them.
Night one, Roman versus Sammy versus Jay, but before that, Jay and Jimmy versus the Street Profits. And night 2, now it's Cody versus Roman, but it's also Jimmy and Jay versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Wow,
hurt them. Make
I can tell you're fun in W2K23 my GM mode. By the way, my whole entire bloodline's injured for like 5 weeks in my GM mode right now. They put the show on their back.
What did you do?
Oh my,
dude! Everyone had the straps, man. Like Roman was main champion, Usos had the tag, Solo had mid card. I even drafted Tamina, gave her the women's championship, but then they were going through like Hell in a Cell matches and submission matches and Iron Man matches every night.
Like, not a lot of people give Tamina the love. She's also a great wrestler, but they don't love her.
I mean, she's also been in the company for a ridiculously long time. Yeah,
mad long, and never got a title.
This is one of those matches. Bad guy of the match. It's gonna be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. It's a feel good moment, end of the chapter, end of the story. I don't think Sami and Kevin. I think they feuded more than they've been a team in WWE and NXT.
Yep. But that's their gimmick.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, no, that's the thing. He's gonna powerbomb on the apron, like right on the corner of the apron around the ring, like right after the match. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I betrayed you again. It's force of habit," and then he has all 4 belts.
Walks out with all the belts.
Yeah. But this is one of those things. I wish the titles were split though, because having one tag team album, you're not able to show. Like, I need the brand split to be back 100%. Honestly, like, go back to following the brand split stuff, because we could have someone like the Street Profits with the titles, or Alpha Academy, or the Viking Raiders. Then you have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens on another show. Like, I just hate combined titles.
I hope they also try to do the whole we want it. Go to the other show, lose it. Lose one of the titles. Like that Monday, fight another team. Like, be honest, fight one of the teams that wins the men's showcase for the.
I feel like that's what the case is with the match, even though it's not. Because I have the full breakdown of why the match is happening. I just have the match's title, which is why I'm like, men's WrestleMania showcase is like the worst title ever.
That makes sense.
Like, if you throw that and make it that whoever wins this one gets the title right after, and even if they lose, that works out. You lose Raw, now you're on SmackDown, and that works because Jimmy and Jay are both on SmackDown. That whole thing with them will still continue on, so that also still builds that up. And just that the fact of having both titles just makes me go like, I know that we're gonna end up keeping the undisputed heavyweight title. That's gonna always stay there for a while. I best bet I'm gonna say Survivor Series is the last time we're gonna see that happen, because the whole approval of new title coming soon that's been leaking out, and I'm just like, we are okay with this, but do we want this? We're gonna go back to the old undisputed title?
It's like when The Rock beat John Cena and changed the title the next day. Yeah. Look, Cody's been having one in the works the whole time, like he did with the IC title with the white strap. He's just like, he's gonna come out with this like almost like a Crockett Deep South title that like his dad had as a version of the new title, which I'd be all for, because
that'd be awesome.
He gonna be disrespectful. He's gonna come out with a ring that says WWE title.
Oh no, that would be great. Are you kidding me? He heel turns. He's like, I used you guys to get my badge at the hype. Now I'm a heel. And then MJF comes out of his contract. He's now his lackey, because that's the biggest bidding war, biggest free agent 2024.
Yeah, I love that line.
But yeah, this is I just don't. The tag team situation. There's so many tag teams. There's no need for undisputed titles. So I'm hoping that gets changed. And I think they backed themselves in a wall with the writing and everything over the years. That's why they couldn't split the titles, because at first Roman had both belts and he was undisputed, but he would defend it. It could be either or. You could challenge for it, but now it's they just got to split everything up for the titles. Speaking of splitting up, a nice little family feud here with the Mysterios, Dominic versus Ray. It just a plain singles match, no gimmicks, no stipulations, just a dad beating his kid's ass in front of millions of people in 4K.
I think this is what all dads been always wanting to do. You're old enough now.
I didn't care about this match at all, or anything going on with this feud, until like Rhea Ripley and Dominic showed up at Ray's house when they were filming all the vignette stuff around Christmas time, and I was like, "This is entertaining and so stupid," but like, it's still entertaining at the end of the day. I don't care about the match. Like, I don't even care who wins. I mean, Ray's going to the into the Hall of Fame. I don't see a situation where Ray's like why he would lose when he's the one who's been antagonized the whole time. And let's face it, another feel good moment. We're seeing the face just whoop the respect into a heel, and it's also his son, so it makes it even better.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go with that. I'll go with Ray winning. I honestly don't really care for Rey Mysterio. I never really have, but I respect him. I get it. I see what people see, but I mean, if he beats Dominic and he finally has his face turned, it took his dad beating his ass to do it, then let's see it.
Beats his ass so bad he breaks up with Rhea. He's like, "You're not mommy anymore." Uh-oh. K20
Dominic wins. Dominic wins.
You're so
serious. Dominic wins. You know,
you had to lean back like a supervillain for that too. Like, you're like, let me get in the whole frame. He's like, you know what?
Dominic wins. No, it's this whole thing is a build up for Dominic.
Why not?
Like, Rey Mysterio is retiring. Leave it. End it with that. Let him leave. Like, even if he doesn't really retire.
He's retired like 5 times, hasn't he?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Or is he just retiring the mask and we're getting like the camo overall mask off WCW Rey Mysterio?
Yes. We do not want Rey Mysterio Jr. because at that moment, he's stealing your chick. I know he's married, but he's gonna be stealing your chick. Okay? And I don't want to go to a wrestling event and then my imaginary girl just run away from me because of Rey Mysterio.
He's gonna steal mommy from you.
I'd rather just take this L, let him take this L, and leave it at that.
Listen, even though Ray's gonna retire this and that, how disrespectful and entertaining would it be where he's like, "Yeah, I'm leaving, but I ain't gonna put you over before I leave." He's like, "Get yourself over." It just proceeds to whoop the life out of that kid. Because Dominic has grown on me since he first debuted. Yes. Like he like heel or face, just from like his first couple matches didn't really do anything for me. It kind of seemed like because I was like, oh, did Ray just negotiate his son into his own contract? Because like that's what it felt like.
It did.
And I didn't like his gear. His gear was weak.
Oh yeah.
It was
now he's got like a hybrid of like NWO Wolfpack, like Conan. And I love that. Like that. Yes. I'm a huge Conan fan. Like I love like that big Lucha Libre fan out here. I mean, I now live in San Diego, but I do love Lucha Libre. That's that. I've seen Ray a few times out here. I'm not going to say where because ain't trying to dox people. But Dominic now is kind of grown on me. He's not there yet, but I think being in something like Judgment Day helped him. He needed to be around other people in the same unit that like kind of when he slips up, but him cutting his promo on Charlotte with Rhea there was really good. I was shocked. I was like, holy crap, the kid's learning. Like we're seeing someone grow in front of us on TV every week.
But she has a real Mexican.
Listen.
Okay.
I'm actually not a fan of him. So like he's good, but like I listen, like I mean he married into wrestling royalty, so now even though he's kind of Lucha Libre,
he was already good. Like,
he's all right. He's all right. Okay, he's all right. Listen, if this leads to him coming back to WWE and they doing a mixed tag match, I don't want to think about it. But yeah, I want Ray to win. I'm just saying Ray, even though realistically it might be Dominic. But it's just one of those things where it's like, be nice to give Ray that WrestleMania win because he lost last year to The Miz and Logan Paul.
Yeah. Only why I'm like Dominic to win, because so much Eddie Guerrero thinks that he will do to this man will make this match so hype, and I'm just like, let him win. Let him eat, bro. Let him eat. Like he's cooking up something right now. Let him cook. Let him do it. Let him do it.
Oh, that reminds me. Hear me out. Long-term booking for SummerSlam. Dominic wins tonight, right? He just goes on a tirade. Yeah, I'm better than my dad. There's no way I'm my dad's son. SummerSlam. DNA test on a pole match.
Stop.
The results are on the pole.
I'd watch. I mean, that's long-term storytelling.
Yeah, it is. I mean, technically, this is too. It goes all the way back to them. Like, there's when you think about a lot of the stuff here has been kind of long-term, which is nice.
This is
But
2006 in the making. I mean, sorry, not 2006, 2003 in the making right here. This is old. This is
yeah. Or
this is
yeah, or honestly, like Dominic wins because we have like a returning Randy Orton come out in a luchador mask and just RKO's Rey Mysterio because I miss Randy Orton so much.
just because. Who said Randy Orton? See? Oh no!
I was like, what is the 8th annual Purge commencing?
Oh
Can
no!
you hear that? I'm sorry.
I was like, is that the Purge or like a tornado warning? I'm like, all right, everyone's safe right now because I know the
I'm sorry.
world's been weird with its weather.
I live by the fire hall.
So, one match left. The finale. The reason why everyone's going to watch WrestleMania, honestly.
Cody. For Cody.
Roman Reigns versus
for Cody.
Cody
no, it's
Rhodes.
Cody versus Cody.
It's not Cody versus Cody. It's the Tribal Chief versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Dude, this title, man, this
It's undisputed WWE.
I guess it's gonna take long, so we'll let K20 go first. So he can go over and give us his PowerPoint presentation on Cody Rhodes.
Please.
Cody Rhodes. Thank you guys for listening. That's it.
Beautiful.
That's what they're gonna say. Cody Rhodes. If you ever watch his career and what he's been through, Cody Rhodes. That's it. But he saved Black history. Okay. What? Y'all don't want a black champ? That's what y'all saying. This is what y'all saying. That's crazy. If y'all go against Cody Rhodes, you know what your word is. What's next? All right. So choose who you want to choose.
I was about to say he's gonna join the New Day and start the new Nation of Domination. He'll be the Farouk. Big E could be the Mark Henry, and then we'll have like Xavier Woods and Kobe be D'Lo Brown and the Godfather.
And the Godfather, yeah. Look, I'm just saying.
That's in WWE Creations on 2K23. Someone made Cody in the freaking Nation of Domination.
Yeah. This
and it looks really good. Like I downloaded it.
I'm just saying, like, he, with all this that's been happening for him, from the other companies that he's been in and then coming back here, I think he deserved to get this title. Like all the work he put in to develop this character, the Nightmare. Let's make that clear. Let's not just go by Cody. For him creating this character, the American Nightmare, and to just dominate every company he was in. And if you want to come at the AEW thing and like, this, I got you for that. He decided himself. He took himself out of the picture for guys like you. All right? For guys like you to get chances. I mean, you know who didn't do that? You know who would never do something like that? Your fake tribal chief. That's not a guy ahead of my table. He's not ahead of my table. I don't have a table in my house. Ha. Okay? Let's make that clear.
What the hell is happening?
Listen. And I'm just saying, guys. And it's just so amazing to see a man, a legend. Because he's going to be a legend. I know that. I can feel it already. And something about it. that I know that he's going to be a legend. And the only thing he needs is that title. He had all the other ones already. He needs that title. And he's doing it for his dad. He's also doing it for his dad. Are y'all hating on his dad too?
I'm not. Wow. I'm not hating at all. I'm just saying, did you have the same energy when Cody was in AEW?
Yes, I was happy that he won. And I understood the reason he didn't go for the main title.
Were you going?
That's what.
Yeah, were you going on these diatribes when he got that tattoo on his neck?
That ain't gonna lie. That tattoo was kind of fire. Okay, let's make that clear. That
the logo's good.
The logo, the hottest take all night.
No, the logo's nice, but on the neck,
the title's nice.
I don't know. I think Matt Cardona's got a neck tattoo now, so I can't wait to see that. That's even though he's trolling everybody. He's trolling everyone. He's trolling everybody with that. It
says Indie God on it.
Yeah, and it is not indie as in indie wrestling. It's Indiana Jones, which is great because he dresses as Indiana Jones now, and I was like, that is very tongue in cheek and funny.
But hey, I'm going with Cody.
Are you sure?
I wasn't sure because you kind of seemed like you were on the fence there.
Something about not having tables in your house. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not about. Yeah, I mean it makes sense. They kind of like wrote themselves into the fact that it's like all but given Cody's gonna win. Like since he won the Rumble, all the promos and that they kind of made it so like if he loses, there's no there's no bounce. Like everyone on other matches, there's a way they could bounce back, go into further things. Cody loses this, there's no real like rebound. There's no backlash. There's no bounce back.
There's no like, oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go back at Backlash and win it. Well, what was the whole build up for? Yeah. Like, what was the whole build up for? Like he won Royal Rumble, like, and then loses. What is he? Ripley?
Like I guarantee you, they already got it's just not active yet. They already got the Cody Rhodes Championship merch on the WWE shop. It's just not activated yet. They're gonna activate it probably like the second the 3 count his music hits.
3, adrenaline. That's what I was gonna say. Adrenaline with the title right on top.
Adrenaline in my soul, title around my waist.
I need that to be a plate. I need that to actually be a plate. That's need to be a plate on the title. Please, I need that.
It's gonna be his very nice neck tattoo. Beautiful. Also, by the way, American Nightmare really isn't a good babyface nickname. It should be like the American Daydream or something. Like
I think he just wanted to keep it. And I look what you said earlier. I think he will go back to being
Stardust,
Ring of Honor, murderer,
Dashing Cody Rhodes.
Brings
back the mustache.
Hold on. You don't speak of.
Dude, that mustache was a very nice mustache.
Okay, you don't speak of dashing. You have to say it like that when you say it. Dashing. Okay, dashing. Okay.
And or we just get the John Cena mix of his theme song for Smoke and Mirrors.
Okay, why you gotta go that far? I gotta get hurt.
Oh, I'm a fan, actually. Oddly enough, like I really am.
And for those people, Stardust wasn't a bad gimmick. He made that shit great. Let's make that good. It was like a joke gimmick because he was in trouble at that time. For people, not a lot of people could make a joke gimmick an actual good thing. There's only a small group of people that can say that.
Let's be real. That shit got weird for a while, though. Okay, when they started going really big into the space talk and intergalactic stuff, even I was like, all right, these promos. They try to get cosmic keys and all this other stuff, and I'm like,
"That's the champions." He won his title.
No, I was like, "This is." Then they brought Stephen Amell into it, and then all of a sudden he got like his power armored Power Ranger form, where he had like entrance gear on his Stardust thing, and I was like,
"Oh yeah, I remember that."
I was like, "Is that?" I was like, "Is that your summer form upgrade?" Like what?
Hey,
like
he got his battle suit.
Yeah, but I'm a big Roman Reigns fan. I've been a fan since NXT. I really liked, and a lot of people don't realize, I was like, dude, no, this attitude he has at his promos now, go back and watch his NXT stuff when he was wearing the trunks and wasn't in before Shield and stuff. Like, he had that arrogance. Like, it was kind of like the Hollywood Rock persona that, like, he had the watch with what's my watch says, expensive watch. He was signing his name in the air and on the map before his finisher. Like, that Roman was good and cocky. I don't know what happened to WWE when they tried to succotash the shit out of him, but this is good Roman. Like, and they're
succotash.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Roman's gonna be fine without the titles. That's my only issue. Is the whole Like, my favorite stuff, even though the title was involved, was everything he did with Jey Uso, because the Thunderdome era was so great. We got all that trash talking, because like no crowd to ruin anything, and that's what I realized. Like, dude, this man could talk. He's finally got his voice back. Like, I'm really enjoying this iteration of Roman, and it's not a the tribal chief head of the table bloodline stuff is a nice story, but like Roman keeping this attitude will be regardless of the titles, because he's the head of the table of the family, not WWE. It's a double entendre. So he still has the head of the family. And with the Usos not having titles, this and that, they're all going to be titleless. So I don't think this hurts his character or anything at all. And he's had the titles for so long. I want to see if now this character and everything can go without the titles. And I think it'll give us new, unique storylines, because now it's not, oh, this person wants to take my titles, dethrone me. You don't have you have no titles now. So, and they wrote themselves into a corner where Cody has to win.
So I'm just want to bring the mic closer to me. So what you're saying, my brother, that you chose Cody Rhodes? That's what I'm saying. Let me get a nod or a yes or
I don't know if you know this or not. I too have adrenaline in my soul.
Okay. I just want to.
Cody is my champion in universe mode right now.
Okay, good. I just want to hear it from your nice beard face. Okay, all right. I just want to hear it. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Cody will win.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I like that.
Oh god.
Now your turn.
Oh. Dirty now.
Right.
I think Roman finally has a character for the first time in a long time, so he'll be absolutely fine without the titles. And I don't think Cody would have signed any contract without almost a guarantee he was winning. So there's no way Cody doesn't win.
100%.
There's no way he doesn't. Cody wins K20. Your boy with the bad neck tattoo.
I heard it here first. You imbeciles have joined the wave of Cody Rhodes. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Now, the head of our table is Cody Rhodes.
That Solo beats Cody at SummerSlam for the titles.
I will not get mad at that.
I wouldn't either. He's a champion of the streets. He's a street champion.
I would not get mad at that. I would not get mad at that.
You know,
after he portrays Roman.
Yeah. Honestly, another thing goes, like, technically speaking, Roman and Cody haven't had really any physical interaction with each other, like, since Cody's returned. So we're getting like the first time them actually having like a one-on-one match too, at the same time as a Mania main event. So I feel like that's gonna be like the first lockup. It's gonna be huge. The first time Cody kicks out of a spear, the place is gonna erupt.
It's the first spear he gets like a genuine imbecile, and that's when he pops back up.
They're not gonna hit the song every time something happens.
Yes.
There's like a cue. He's like, all right, when I take the flat back after the spear, right when I kick out at 2, just hit the beginning of my song. Without there's more than one royal fit. Without the intro part, just the song itself. It's like, okay. Nah. Like, but
too much power.
I also kind of feel bad that this is the main event of night 2, and all these other, like, they're gonna have to change some things around, because not gonna lie, I may be tired by the time I sit through like 3 different types of tag matches before this match and a Dominic versus Rey Mysterio. That's what I'm saying. I feel like all this night 1, night 2 stuff is gonna be changed around, because that is only 2 matches matter on night 2 if this is how it's gonna be. Gunther, Sheamus, and McIntyre opening it, and then Roman and Cody closing the show. Everything in between, no. So I feel like a lot of stuff.
I would like the Edge and
Edge and Finn Balor too.
If you put that in the middle of the night, before, and I feel like Gunther starts, you put the tag team. I think tag team should be the second. The title.
There's 3. Okay, I was like, there's 3 of them.
As the second match, because of the story and how things are going with Roman, and
him
how
stressed out the rest of the night.
yes,
Some
that will
backstage
and then
vignettes.
and that builds up the last match of the night. You can put anything between those after that because it doesn't matter at the end of it. You already got the hype, the second hype, because we already know that the Uso versus KO and Sami is going to be a hype match at the end of it, and you have that middle match with Edge and the Demon Finn to not like be like too high to it because we don't know how it's going to be. We can assume that it's going to be hype, but we don't know because of how they never really had those matches yet with each other. So we're just going by. All right, cool. We know how Finn is. We know how Edge is. So they never actually been in a ring together. Oh, besides that one time he spared them, but we don't count that. One spare day saves the lives. I think that's the quote, right? I was told. It's not a gore, but it's a spare, so it works.
Oh crap! I forgot something about WrestleMania. We didn't talk about it all. The Miz is hosting it.
Nobody cares about that one.
Oh, really?
Nobody cares about that.
That's fantastic. I'm glad.
You
Hollywood,
know,
Miz,
it's a package deal. You get the Miz, you get Maurice.
Oh, I love this pay-per-view.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Wow.
This pay-per-view sounds great.
I believe adrenaline just left your soul and went somewhere else.
Like so French, you know. I don't. Oui, oui, is who was it?
Oh, bonjour.
Oh,
bonjour.
Yeah. No, but no, it's because I forgot too. Because it's like, man, like just going down the list of people who aren't injured that aren't having matches. Like, because I was like, oh yeah, I was like, because I was looking at the whole list. I was like, wow. I was like, they really need to bring Money in the Bank back to a WrestleMania as a WrestleMania.
It was supposed
match.
to be.
I know there was rumors they were going to stop Money in the Bank as a pay-per-view, and bring it back as a match. And I miss when they used to do the IC title ladder match. Like, we need like
a lot of things we miss
because the only thing we have is for like a gimmick style one is a Hell in a Cell, and that's it. Yeah. Which I'm not complaining because it's Hell in a Cell. Was the last time we had a good Hell in a Cell at freaking Mania?
I think that's why they
Undertaker, Triple H with Shawn Michaels as the referee was the last time we got a good Hell in a Cell match at Mania.
We can go farther back on that one.
That's fair. Well, I mean the most recent one that was good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the last, but
no. Oh no, sorry, that was a Hell in a Cell. No, mind.
Yeah, exactly. So, but like
Shane, remember?
Yeah,
Shane. But no, that was a Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's like I want something back, like the Money in the Bank, because Money in the Bank as its own pay-per-view, it doesn't feel special.
It never did.
When it's on a pay-per-view, though, when we had Shelton Benjamin freaking running up the side of the ladder, when it was at Mania, Christian, Edge, like, you know, CM Punk, all these people went, like, those were really good. I mean,
as a match, come on, at a WrestleMania.
Yeah, we don't really have any gimmick ones. No Iron Man, no Last Man Stand, like nothing really. It's a very
match. It's just
generic match card. It's like when you, because I played W2K23 so much, it's like when you run out of money in GM mode and you got to do free matches, which is just standard normal matches because you ran out of budget because a Hell in a Cell match costs like $30,000 to $35,000 to book. Without a title involved.
See, if you had a Cody Rhodes in your life, you won't be worrying about that because Cody Rhodes can perform at any time, any place.
I drafted him to my brand. He's my jobber.
No, that should be your Roman Reigns.
Well, I started as champion just to build up the popularity, and then I started having him job out to boost everyone else's popularity. I mean, dude, I had him put over one of these weird created characters that only cost me $5,000 to sign for 10 weeks. I had him. He put over Solo. He put over, what's his name? Tozawa. Shelton Benjamin. He was put over everybody.
Like, I don't like your GM skills. I think you should retire when you're not ahead. Okay. You should take that blade thing off your head. Okay. You're not even worthy of that no more.
And I was gonna promote it and be like, "Oh, look at this great beanie I bought from someone."
Now with this audacity.
I was gonna talk about the Tycoon one too.
Yeah, you can talk about that one.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tycoon,
more merch, but now you just want to.
Speaking of Tycoon,
I'm just gonna plug my own merch for 25 minutes.
Love great things. I'm K20Custom, and I'll spin you around.
Well, I gotta go.
Yeah, it was great. It was good. But yeah, now that we've got over the whole card, how are we feel about this Mania as a whole? Because K20 did start out by talking about great ones like 16, 17, 18. There's been basically everything from like 16 to 20 has been great. But we've had some
We had 30.
lackluster.
We had
Yeah, we had
30.
30.
30.
We had
30
the
was
year where
good.
everyone was injured, where like they had like 12 people injured for like the Rumble and Mania. But overall, as a card, how are we feeling about Mania this year?
It's interesting. I'm gonna stick. That's my word. It's interesting. I don't think like it's. I'm happy that we don't have to be that people that go. Listen, but back in my day, this was this. We don't have to because it's like the stars there was. It's not the stars we have now. So it's like I can't compare this WrestleMania to any other one. So I'm just gonna go like this is interesting. It's definitely different. um so I'm definitely gonna have to go best bet 7 out of 10.
That's not bad.
That's not because I don't know how the show will go. Like
Yeah.
these people could perform the ass out.
That's what I was saying, rating. I was just saying, like, hey, looking at the card, you're like, you feel good about sitting through this whole WrestleMania is a long. That's why I put it 2 nights. This is a long event. I have friends who went before it was 2 nights. When it was the last time I was in Texas, and he was like, I've been here all damn day.
Yeah.
And they went to when it was in Florida, and it was still one night. And he's like, this is so long. He's like,
Yeah,
a whole ass like
about
10-hour day.
Yeah, a lot of people complained about that, and I think that's why they went into the route of 2 days. And I'm just like, I love one day. I will be there for that one day.
It was still the Hall of
but the
Fame
thing,
and
but the thing is,
NXT.
Yeah, I
yeah,
like
but
that.
I think the one day messed up because the matches wasn't delivering to people, and when you don't have matches that's entertaining to people, you get bored. Like you have matches like sadly enough, I have to bring this up. Shane versus what's your man? You got name? Oh, Miz. When that match was trash,
that wasn't the Miz's fault.
yeah, that was 100% the Miz fault.
That was not. That
Shane
was
is
Shane's
great.
fault. That was
Shane knows
Shane's
how
fault.
to do things. Shane
No.
is amazing. Shane
No.
knows how to wrestle. Shane is God tier. He is all about the money. And who will talk shit about the money? You're a hater. I see this. You're just a hater. It's all about the money. Okay.
I was gonna make a joke, but now I'm not gonna. I was gonna make a joke about that, and I'll be like, no, that's just how you are when Cody's on the screen.
No, it's more like something Cody Rose.
I can't wait for you to learn all the lyrics.
My roommate
it's like a 3-hour. It's like a 3-minute song.
I know it is. It's
you got the first
part
2
of my
seconds.
It's actually a part of a workout song, workout playlist.
That's weird because Roman Reigns' Bloodline Tribal Chief song is in mine.
Yeah, he put it on it, and I'm like, I will skip this song real fast. Why would you put this on your playlist? I will
squat 350 when that song comes on. Then Cody's Road comes on, and I was like, "Oh, adrenaline assault!" I was like, "I have a bathroom break."
No, you're supposed to play Brock Lesnar and just run on a treadmill. Oh my God. No walking, run.
No, that's what Kelly's theme song is for.
Okay, all right, I see you.
What you mean? It's Miss Cool. Miss Cool. What you mean?
But all right, Stick. What do you think of the card as a whole? Is it appealing? Got you hyped?
Well, usually with WrestleMania, I don't go in expecting like the best quality matches or anything. Usually just it's like the atmosphere and all the showmanship and all that's going on that I enjoy watching WrestleMania. It's more about the production. There's some good matches on there. I'm definitely interested on that women's tag match with Lita and Becky and Trish. And the main events will be good, and I'm sure the women's titles will be good. And definitely that I keep on calling him Walter, but Gunther and
my Freudian slipped the whole entire time. I was like staring at the name. I was like, say it. Don't say Walter.
It's so hard.
And I want to call him Gunther. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Like it's from like, what is it like? leave it to Beaver, like that time frame of TV shows.
Yeah.
Like Marty Fife is like, oh, Gunther's coming out now. It's like, no, it's
Gunther.
Gunta. But I'm hopefully, like we said, we get a big like status quo change. I mean, Roman's been champion so long, Usos, just we need something, something
They
to keep
both
me.
have the record for like longest reigns. We have the
Yes.
longest main title reign and the longest tag title reign.
And what better place to change it than at
The biggest
what
stage of them
contest
all.
of champions?
I honestly thought, like, man, if Big E wasn't injured and they had it like New Day versus freaking the Usos one more time in Hell in a Cell, because people forget those two tag teams carried SmackDown
Yes.
for like a good 18 months.
You
Yes.
forgot. No, you forgot the other thing. If this man wasn't injured, Big E would have had the title right now.
Nah, they would have squashed him to freaking Brock.
Big E's title run was the most disappointing thing in the world, and I love Big E.
I
It
love
was
Big
a
E.
shame.
It's
Hopefully
like,
he gets a second chance at it, because he's very entertaining and nice guy. So I'm like, but I want him to focus on returning first and getting healthy.
yeah. Question now. It still goes with everything WrestleMania related. Who you think is coming out as the new sign, the new WWE sign person? Because usually by WrestleMania, going into the new
I know Monday after WrestleMania, there's always some sort of surprise. I don't
or surprise, or who you think is moving up.
moving up. Oh, from NXT.
Yeah,
They're bringing Braun Breaker up.
yeah, because him is winning the title, so it makes sense.
He'd be my guess.
I don't care though. There's no one in NXT right now that has like my attention, except for Roxanne Perez is like really good. And I'm not like, other than that, I'm like, I don't really. Grayson Weller's all right, but like, I don't know. There's so many people on the main roster right now that aren't even on TV. I don't even want anyone else called up right now. Like, if Orton finally heals up, makes his return, I'll keep saying it repetitively. AJ Styles not even being in Mania. Like, there's so many people that aren't even being utilized right now.
But I bet you he would be on that first SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you he pull up on that first. Him and the Good Brothers. I know you're not gonna like.
What if we get AJ versus Cody? After Roman gets his possible rematch, we get AJ and Cody. That'd be.
You know, they do love that whole, oh, you was part of the clique, you was part of the elite type thing, going against each other. Because that Finn, that whole, oh, we didn't have somebody, but we got this guy that you could fight, and end up being Finn versus AJ, was one of the greatest. This is just 2 seconds. We didn't have anything put together match ever, and and it's cool because they already know each other, so they let them be free. But I would like Nakamura versus Cody.
That'd be good.
Oh, I forgot Nakamura was even around.
Yeah, he did that great Muta farewell match in Japan, and then he's
Thank
back,
you, Triple H.
but...
Thank you, Papa. You know, let me look at the cam. Thank you, Papa H. Papa H, thank you. You're just doing good work. You're doing the Lord's work. You know, you're trying your best to put things together so we can have not just companies and companies and companies. No, we just want one big family. You're trying, and we see it. We see it.
I hate to break it to you. Like, I mean, I got a good like audio like following for my podcast and decent on YouTube, but he's not seeing this. Like, he is.
He will now.
Busy.
He will now.
He is busy running a company. I mean, if he needs an assistant or someone to help with maybe some booking decisions of creative, I am.
You need me to get coffee for you? Are you a coffee guy?
Let me give you my 18-month plan to make the Miz a main eventer again.
Oh God.
Oh my God. just so
listen,
Logan Paul.
Say what you will about the Miz. He is one of the hardest working people in that company. The amount of media he does for them, the amount of tour, like he is a workhorse. He is like Cena without the title reigns or the muscles or the movies that actually go to theaters.
So the important stuff. I get you.
Or the great USA Network TV show like cameos, or being in the DCEU with Peacemaker, or the Fast and Furious universe.
This list is going long.
Exactly.
But he did better in the Marine. So
It was like 8 of them. So does it really matter?
Dude, they were good. They got Shawn Michaels in one of them, okay?
Bro, yours went straight to DVD.
Yeah, cut out the marketing for movie theaters. You make more money that way. You actually do. You're not the, yeah.
You're
Listen,
just trying your way to make them look good. It's okay.
I know.
It's okay. Because I understand that
Yeah.
he is a good person.
Yes.
When you can't think of a word to
Yeah,
use.
you're just like, the Miz is all right. Then I'll mention Maurice. You're like, oh, great guy. I love to see him around TV. He's always a joy for everybody.
Yes,
It's
yes,
like,
he is. It's just something about who he has around him, you know?
all right, hear me out. The Miz versus Montez Ford. But they got their wives in their corners. Mixed
It's not fair.
Edge,
It's not
this
fair.
and that.
That one's not fair.
Okay.
That one's not fair.
Okay. All right.
I'm
I
just saying,
see.
there's a lot of couples and wives and stuff, all that are
Get this
talent
man
in
Edge.
the wrestling. They could have a whole title for it.
Nah, him versus Edge. So Beth Phoenix could just murder somebody real quick.
No.
God.
I'm surprised, like, with everything going on, like, she wasn't gonna have anything to do with Mania.
Yeah, you think she'd be in that
Yeah.
Trish match at least, or
Right?
something, you know?
Or, somehow make it a triple threat with her, Charlotte, and Rhea Ripley.
Nah, I don't think she wanted to take that shine away from Ripley. But I could see something happen after. Like right when she wins.
I mean, I still have this theory that Edge has a title reign freaking in his contract. I feel like there is one in his contract.
And he just needs somebody that he can actually get it from.
Cody, there you go.
There he
Your
is.
favorite. Oh,
Found you.
where's all that adrenaline now?
Oh no. I'm still going Cody. Cody gonna win that. He gonna have to. He said the match is for him to get a title shot, but he ain't gonna win.
Okay. That's how this works. Oh my god.
Yeah, he gonna get one Cody cut and it's over, man.
You think he's gonna win with the Cody Cutter?
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
trash.
That's
how trash,
disrespectful.
man.
That is
He
so
old.
disrespectful.
That man, one neck hurt.
As much as I like Cody, that Cody Cutter looks horrible. It's only looked good like twice at AEW. Has not looked good yet in WWE.
Facts.
You didn't look at that from the right angle. That's why it's obtuse, nigga. Obtuse.
Yep, eyes closed. That's the right angle.
I know, right? The right
Right.
angle's turning off the TV. The right angle isn't even wrestling right now because the right angle is Kurt Angle. Cody's the wrong angle with that move.
Get that.
But all right. I think you guys were hanging out with me and talking WrestleMania 39. But before I cut it out, we
always have you.
If you see the beanie, this is from K20 Customs. It's Blade related. And then also the Tycoon ID core, my other patches, the clothing I was putting them on. I can't sew, so it's gonna be a little bit before I could finish those. And I made some mistakes when I bought, like, remember the jeans I saw a photo of that had like the cuts and frays in them? I washed them and then all that stuff like unraveled on the jeans themselves, and I was like, oh, this is just now a big piece of fabric that aren't actually jeans.
Oh no.
So I gotta get those fixed up so I can do more of the patches. I do not yet have helmets, but if you look at Stickasaurus's screen right now, he makes all those lovely helmets. Mm-hmm. Would you like to tell everyone where they can find all your social stuff and Patreon?
Yeah, you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Stickasaurus. Facebook, Stickasaurus Cosplays and Props. Check out my YouTube at Stickasaurus. As well, I have a Patreon. I think it's Stickasaurus too. Yeah, just making sure. I know my Twitch is Stickasaurus Rex. That's the one that's different. But yep, we live stream every weekend, making helmets in the morning, twice a day, Saturday, Sunday. Patreon, we got all kind of custom helmets, community builds over there, and YouTube videos every week.
And I am full transparent. I'm actually a member of both these illustrious guests' Patreon. They are worth it. Go sign up. You get to vote on stuff, on polls, and you get to watch exclusive behind the scenes stuff. I mean, Stick does really great YouTube videos. K20 doesn't do YouTube videos because he's too busy simping for Cody and doesn't have time to edit any videos.
First of all, we already spoke about this. My simp of the month is somebody else right now.
Him and I.
Rita,
really? Oh no,
Rita.
We're not. Okay, this is not going to be this episode.
Put some respect. Put some respect on Rita. Okay, I already bought me a plush. Got my plush Rita plush. I'm about to get another custom pillow with Rita designs. And I'm waiting for Stick to give me the helmet.
A pillow?
Yes. Of the
Like a
armor
body
piece.
pillow?
No.
Oh.
My Stacy.
Oh, I thought you were getting like a body pillow. I was like,
K20 got a Rita body pillow. That's awesome. Good for you, buddy.
wow, proud of you. That's
Oh,
wrong.
Yeah, I
we
don't
can
know
take her to WrestleMania.
Yeah. There's for your adrenaline in your soul.
For Rey Mysterio.
No.
Mysterio, take your body pillow.
But since you're down, K20, tell everyone where they can follow you outside of YouTube.
Sorry, is this something else? Let's go.
I literally thought he froze. I was like, oh no, what happened?
Oh,
I legit.
sorry. You can find me at K20Custom on every platform. Facebook, Instagram, your mama house, Twitter, Tumblr,
Got a kick?
Nah, not the K20 Customs.
Oh my
Koala.
I like to say this is different, but I mean, this is about the second or third time you've been on the podcast, so I'm like, yeah, this is normal.
Yeah. And then I do have a Patreon. Look up the K20 Customs, where it's fun things. You can vote for the next wave 9. This is wave 9, Stickasaurus. This is wave 9. What I'm doing
This is
right
wave
now.
9.
Yeah,
Okay.
what I'm doing now. Yeah.
Not the last one. This
Not
one.
the last. Yeah, Stick.
My bad.
Great video though. Great video. Still proof. It's amazing. Go check it out. Go check out Stickasaurus stuff. It's amazing stuff. You see those helmets behind there? Those are also mines. He didn't tell y'all, but those are mines also. He's just holding them. He's just holding them.
He has more shelf space.
Yeah, you get a table in your house.
You see,
yeah,
I don't have much space, so yeah.
Well, I'll chip in and get you a table, and then I'll get you a Roman cardboard cutout, and you can put it at the head of the table.
Yeah, seems like something I'm just gonna V-trigger to.
It would not work. It's the tribal chief. He's immune. But no, K20's freaking Patreon is also worth it because you get to vote on. Like, it's very interactive in terms of waves and this that. You could vote on like ideas for next waves. I believe what the newest poll you had was for like the next wave being like final forms, secondaries, tertiaries. Yeah. Only so you could use that gold, the king form gold.
Yeah, the last vote we did was final form, berserk forms,
that's
or secondary or third rivals. Writers, and that vote went great. Everybody was just like, finals. Forget berserk, finals. I'm like,
because you get to the debate of what's a freaking berserk form, which is what's happening with Geats right now.
Great form.
Plus final form. You get the best form ever. The king
genius
for Blade.
Genius. Genius. That's what you're saying? That's what he's gonna say? Genius?
I wonder how I could do this podcast and edit K20 completely out of it.
You don't.
That's popular. I don't think that's possible.
I am the podcast. I am the podcast. I am the podcast. I am the podcast.
It's always off the rails. That's great.
I will be new. I am the table.
Right.
I am the podcast.
Put out a shirt. Oh yeah. Speaking of, I like that hoodie design. When is it going to be? Is that something that you're definitely planning on doing, or is that just a mock-up and you're not going to do it?
Well, this?
No, the hoodie you set the photo of.
This?
Jet man.
And I don't know when I'm going to release that yet. I see a lot of people like it, and I'm just like, I can't do Friday because
I haven't finished Jetman, and I like the design. I'm ready to buy it.
I can't do Friday because there's another great T-shirt / hoodies I gotta get on Friday. Why would I bring out my Friday when I have somebody else bringing out something? So that's why I'm bringing mine out next Friday.
As this being live, this is technically Friday for viewers. So my merch is live. I think it's a nerdnamemark.fourthwall. That's who I went with. I don't have a Patreon, but they have something called memberships, which is just like Patreon. You could do monthly or annual. If you do annual, I have it set for 20% off for the year, and you get discounts, free shipping, polls, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I have my first 3 designs that are now live, which is the Nago Scott Pilgrim inspired one.
So
Then we got the big,
he had it ready.
meaty. I wear it all the time. I wear my own merch. Big meaty kaijus.
So,
And also because of K20, you guys can thank him. You have hoodie options for all designs. Because I wasn't going to do that. But they have something called members, and you could get discounts. I'll be doing giveaways. I'm doing something called the Sticker Club, which isn't for like Stickasaurus. It's stickers, like little stickers. And anyone who's a member, there's going to be all the designs will be available as stickers, very cheap with free shipping for anyone who's members of that. I've already got 7 other designs ready to go almost, but I'm waiting because I don't want to just put out like a whole bunch of stuff at one time.
When we get into the nerd named Marky Mark,
I've had that stuff designed for a while.
Shirt.
There's no Scooby-Doo shirt.
My nerd named Marky Mark.
No, that's
no,
that's not gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. I do have a nerd named Mark stuff designed, but I wanted to get these ones out first because it's like
good choice. I like
even though I have a brand, I don't feel like my logo's nice and everything, but it's just weird to me personally, like putting my branded logo as merch for people to wear, if that makes sense. Like Stickasaurus, your helmet and everything's cool. That looks cool as that. It's literally me, a cartoon version of me meditating with comics and video games like floating around me. That just seems weird for anyone to have something that has like a cartoon version of my face on it.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
That seems a little egotistical. So that's gonna be wave 2.
I think he's attacking you, man.
I'm not. I'd like that helmet. I'd buy that helmet.
That
helmet is amazing looking.
He's saying that your stuff is trash, man. This is a WrestleMania match right here. I will book you right now.
What, 2v1, me and Stick versus you? Is that what you're saying the match is?
Y'all will lose.
I love
this, especially
because I love
for y'all
octopi, because that is the plural for octopus. I love octopi. Also, I get like, was it Cthulhu vibes from the tentacles on the helmet? That is a nice. If that was like a mossy, dark forest green with like some brown, like burnt wood colors on it, I'd be like, oh my god, this is H.P. Lovecraft inspired, and I would be like H.P. Lovecraft, like Power Ranger.
That'd be cool. I'm not against that.
That's such a good design. Don't you ever pull that shit again, K20?
You said pull it again?
No.
Twitter it is.
Oh god, he's gonna start shit on Twitter. I'm gonna start it too. Okay.
Let's see.
We don't have enough time left, or I'd start talking about Kamen Rider Stronger.
Trash.
Oh, I wish I had it sitting here.
Right. That's all right. There's always next time. There's always the internet. It's forever.
So we got the new. We got this one. I see.
Wait, is that glow in the dark for the lens?
No, not yet.
Make them remake it for glow in the dark for you.
It took me long enough to get these. Let's calm down.
Yeah, he fought he's like the Big E. No, he's like the Kofi of WrestleMania. He had to fight to get these, man.
I was wondering where you go with that. I'd be like, he's like the Kofi with the title, but I'm the Brock Lesnar. It's like, wow, too soon.
No.
Not now. Yeah. I thank you both for being here. Everyone else, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. Go check out Stickasaurus' channel. And then
please subscribe
go to funny stuff.
My channel. I don't have one yet.
He doesn't have one.
But when I do, you better subscribe, man, because I'm gonna have some good videos for you. Do. But don't worry about mine. Just sub to nerd named Mark and Stickasaurus. I'm telling you, they have good videos. Ooh, they got good video. Gotta change my voice for this part. I gotta change it for this part. They let me speak, and now I have all this time to say what I want. I don't know what to say.
Okay.
So
I got the timer going. I'm like, I gotta end this, and I was like, but I'm gonna dub that whole entire thing over freaking Elements, so or Round Zero, and then I'll be like, look, forever you are associated with Blade, forever. This isn't even going to make the show. You're singing, I'm taking it separate, and I'm putting it over Blade's OP.
Oh, my God.
You're
Amazing.
thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't
Or
stand
ghosts. But I thank you guys
I need my
so
royalty.
much for joining me. I will be doing a follow-up based on our predictions to just to see how accurate. I mean, obviously we know Cody's gonna win, but other than that, I'm curious about the other ones. So with that being said, that's the end of the video. If you're watching or listening, thank you for checking it out again. We are on the road to the 4-year anniversary of the show, and that is it as K20 dances us out with all his adrenaline oozing out of his soul. I haven't stopped recording because that was really excessive.